All right, welcome. So in this demo, I am going to build a AI chatbot using Closebot and 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐿evel. In this demo, I'm going to build it for a cleaning company. It's actually a client that I'm doing a demo for, so I'm just going to take you along and do it live. I sell bots just like this for anywhere from $297 to $497 a month, and that's not including the $500 to $3,000 setup fee that I charge certain companies, depending on complexity of the bot. I'm building this bot because I had somebody contact me asking me what this bot can do for their business, so I find that the best way to demonstrate it is to be visual, is to show them how it can practically work specifically for their business. Now, I don't do this for every single business, but I'm looking to get into a new niche, and that is cleaning companies. But I'm going to take you live. I run the risk of you seeing this, seeing the company I'm working with, and try to sell to them. That's okay. If I just lose one client and have a bunch of people who gain value out of it and start making $297 to $497 a month, I'm okay with that result. So what are bots like good for? If you're new to this, automation, if you're new to the automation space in general, AI chatbots and AI assistants are extremely valuable for companies who have a high contact volume. People are constantly reaching out to them. Maybe they're like high volume businesses such as plumbers or electricians, and they're coming in and they rank very high on Google, so people are just calling them all the time and they're missing them. It could be good for companies also that are very small, who are owner operators. Think of maybe your mom and pop landscaper, or maybe your general contractor who's out in the field. They wear multiple hats. They're the sales guy, they're the estimator, they're the actual person who does the work. So they oftentimes miss a lot of opportunity by being out in the field. And then also there's people who have after hours leads, plumbers, electricians, emergency calls that they're not necessarily awake for. They don't have a team member awake for it. And so these AI chat assistants are super helpful. Now, these assistants, we're going to demonstrate this on a live chat widget on a website, but these assistants work in Messenger, they work in Instagram DMs, they work via SMS, WhatsApp, whatever channel that you can talk on in 𝐓𝐢𝐿evel, these chat assistants will work. Now, if you're like me and you want to learn by doing, you can follow along by getting a free account. Click the link down below if you want to support the channel. If you don't, you can just go straight to Closebot, and they have a free tier account where you can do everything I'm doing here today for free. If you don't have a 𝐓𝐢𝐿evel account, you can also click below if you want to support the channel, or you can just go create a 14-day free trial and get started for free. Now, most of you guys watching this probably already have a 𝐓𝐢𝐿evel account, so go ahead and grab you a Closebot, or if you already have one, let's dive right in. First and foremost, everything I do in here, I'm going to try to keep it really basic. I find that simple is better in most of these implementations, but if I do anything special, like I'm going to do something a little cute with the chat widget here in a little bit, I'm going to provide that code for you in the link down below. If you just drop your email, I'll send it to you. I don't have a crazy email sequence that I'm firing out, so I'm literally using that for automation to automatically send you that stuff. Any of the prompts that we use in here, I'll also provide in a Google Doc so that you can just copy and paste at your convenience. Our intent is not to replace a human in doing this, although I have seen low-performing human beings be replaced because of this, especially if their job is to qualify leads and book appointments and they're not doing a great job. This can certainly risk taking their job, but that's not why we're doing this. We're doing this to augment a human being. We're doing this so that owner operator, that small business, can have some support behind them, gain more business, gain more revenue, serve the community, and just improve the customer experience. So let's go over here. I like to start with a mind map just so we can stay organized. So if you look here, what we're going to do today is we are going to build everything out from scratch. So I have a blank bot, I have a blank 𝐓𝐢𝐿evel sub account, and we're going to build everything out as if I was building it for one of my clients. So first things first, I like to start with the custom fields. And the reason I do that is because whenever we connect the bot, once we start configuring the bot, I want those fields to already be populated. So when I create my objectives, especially objectives that autofill form like fields in the CRM, I want those to appear so I don't have to hop back and forth. Now, if we forget something or in testing, I do have to go back and forth, so be it. That's the disadvantage of doing this live, but let's try to remain as organized as possible. So first thing we're going to do is create a few custom fields here, and that's going to be these over here. So if we come into our sub account, I'm going to go into settings, custom fields, and I'm going to create a folder just to remain organized. I might use this sub account for future demo builds or bot builds. So we'll call this cleaning company, and then click on that folder, and we're going to create all our fields in here. So first one we're going to create is property type. I'm actually going to make that a radio select. The company we're working with, they do both residential and commercial cleaning, so we want to determine what the lead's calling about. Are they calling about residential or commercial? So we're going to make that a radio select. It can only be one of two answers. All right. And for some reason, whenever I am recording and typing, I can't do both at the same time. So forgive me for all my typos. Hopefully I catch them. All right, next thing we're going to do is cleaning service. This company provides different cleaning services. Like, for example, if it's residential, they do window cleaning, carpet cleaning, general house cleaning. If it's commercial, they do other types of cleaning. And we're going to include those cleanings in an additional prompt later on. But right now, we just need the custom field. So what did we say we're going to call it? Cleaning service. So I'm going to make that a single line text so that the bot can fill whatever it wants. Next thing we need is bedroom and bathroom count. Now I'm going to make these numbers, and the reason I'm doing that is maybe later on I want to do math operations on these numbers, like multiply these numbers by, I don't know, let's say we want to give a quote where it's $60 a room. Maybe I want to do an automation workflow where I use the math action to multiply by the amount of bedrooms or something like that. Or I can do, okay, I want to estimate square footage. So if it's 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, then I can have some sort of formula that estimates square footage so that I can pass that to my client, or maybe come up with a roundabout quote system for the client as well. So let's make that a number. Call that bedrooms. We're going to do the same for bathrooms. All right. Sorry if you hear the dog barking in the background. Nothing I can do about that. And I think that's it. We've got all this complete. And yeah, all right. Now, next thing we're going to do is create the booking calendar. So it's just going to create a demo calendar in the sub account so that I can link it to the bot so we can actually do live booking through the chatbot. So what I'm going to go do here is I'm still in settings. I'm going to click on calendars. And okay, cool. I created one earlier. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and delete it so I can show you how to do it from scratch. So you just create a calendar, explore more types, event calendar, and I'm going to call this demo cleaning calendar. And then I have to give it some name here. We'll make these hour-long slots. Again, this is just for demo purposes. If I was building this for a real account, these are things that I would discuss with the client. I'd probably put some more restrictions around how many people can be booked per hour and how often we need to book and how much notice we need ahead of time, all that stuff. But for now, I'm just going to keep it simple because all I want is this calendar ID. And I'm actually going to copy that in here just so that we can reference it later. For some reason, this is locked. Cool. No worries. Let's add a comment, calendar ID. Sweet. Hopefully we can find that later. Now, we're going to go in and create the bot. So what I have here is a blank bot. So if you're new to Closebot, this is the interface. All I did was create a bot and then just set all the fields to blank just so that we can do this live. So I'm going to name this, let's see, the company we're doing this for, we'll just do a demo cleaning bot. I'm going to name the bot Sarah with no H. And then what we're going to do is turn on multi-objective handling. Let's save this first. And I think multi-objective handling is grayed out because we have no objectives configured. So we'll have to remember to come back and do that. If I don't, forgive me. But all that does is if somebody answers multiple objectives in one message, the Closebot will go out and check off multiple objectives so it doesn't ask the same question twice. So here we'll leave everything as basic. This is just for a demo. And then we're going to come in here and integrate, and we are going to search for our bot testing account and connect it. Now, if you've never connected the sub account before, all you would do is click add new. It'll have you log into your Go HighLevel, and then from there you can select sub accounts. Just make sure you don't select your agency account. Select the sub account you want this bot to be linked to. That's it for integrations. Now we'll come into the main prompt here, and all we're going to do for the bot voice, we're just going to add something like friendly and confident. I don't know. We'll see. This is testing, so we can add those two. Some people like to add like unprofessional so that the bot doesn't sound bot-like or robotic, and it sounds more like a normal conversation. But I find sometimes that responds as if it's a teenager. And some of these companies, maybe a cleaning company, it's going to be like older people, business owners, or potentially older homeowners who are hiring this person. Maybe they do or don't want to talk to a teenager. So I'll just leave it friendly and confident. Cool. Why is a conversation happening? So I'm just going to write something, see if it works. I find here, keep everything simple, keep it short, and AI will do the rest. So we're going to say you are a friendly and, or you are friendly. We already said friendly up there. So you are a skilled sales manager for the good cleaning company. This is the company that I'm doing the demo for. Let's see, I have some notes over here. The lead name is contacting you because they are interested in cleaning services. They either found you online or they saw a social media advertisement. This particular client is running ads on Facebook, and so that should suffice. Whenever you're building a bot in Closebot or building anything in HighLevel or Closebot, you should just save often, because I've messed up a few times and created a whole main prompt, and then all of a sudden I forgot to save and it all went away. So save often. Important business information. So let's do this. Let's do company info. I like to split this into sections. Company, website, and then maybe, actually that should be fine. Maybe we do service areas. Let's see if we can get that. Now, I'm actually going to use another AI system called Perplexity. And Perplexity is cool because it's an LLM that's connected to the internet, and we can have it do a lot of things. And I use it to summarize things for me. I've replaced Google with Perplexity. Maybe it's a bad habit, maybe it's not, but this is the company that we're serving here, that we're building that demo for, and I don't want to go through and train the bot on the website or try to summarize it myself. So, excuse me. What I'm going to do is come into Perplexity and say, can you summarize this company based on the website? Awesome. So it provided a summary, but I think this summary is too long. Again, we want to keep it pretty short. Limit this summary to 350 characters. Awesome. Let's read this real quick. The Good Home Service offers high quality residential commercial cleaning solutions, including specialized services like carpet and window cleaning. They prioritize integrity, professionalism, customer trust, ensuring punctuality throughout the results. The mission is to enhance the quality of life through exceptional services and establish themselves as leaders in the cleaning industry. Okay, I think that'll do for now. There's probably some tweaks that we can make to that, but we're just going to use it. We don't want to spend too much time on here. Company website, I'm going to provide that just in case the lead asks for it. And then I'm going to ask Perplexity, can you return a list, let's say categorized list of services. Now, I might not include this in the main prompt. I might actually include this part in the objective prompt. There's an extra prompt in the objective. You'll see it whenever we're asking which service they're interested in. So I'm just going to leave this here for now, and then I'll come back to this and we will provide it in as an extra prompt here. We're going to do that, leave that here, and then let's see if service areas. Can you tell me what their service area are? Let's see if I can find that. If not, we'll leave it out. Oh, there you go. Delaware. Operates in Delaware. Throughout the state. Cool. I'll just include that for now. Again, whenever we actually build this for the client, we'll get some clarifying information in here. Save that. As for the how to respond, I have a basic blob that I'll include down below in the handout. But for the how to respond, I essentially use this for all the bots. Very basic. Let me remove this blank section here so we don't want to confuse the bot. Do not use lead name in your responses. Sorry, this is small. So do not use your lead name. I don't want it to constantly use the lead's name in every single response. Bots tend to do that. And it doesn't seem human-like, so I include this in how to respond. Don't be too heavy on sales. Make it conversational and casual. A lot of times people accomplish this with using that unprofessional bot voice that I told you up here, but I just go ahead and put it down here. If lead name asks you a personal question, come up with a sincere response. Keep your response less than 160 characters in length. The reason I do this is 160 characters is the standard SMS segment, so we want to keep it at the standard SMS segment and not send multiple messages or use up credits and go HighLevel. So let's save that. And now the fun part, we're going to go through and create objectives. If we came over here, we want to create objectives essentially that service these custom fields that we created earlier. So let's go ahead and start with property type. If you see here, we don't have the option to autofill stuff. So what we're going to do is just refresh. Whenever you integrate Closebot to go high level for the first time, or if you've created a custom field once you're in the middle of a bot build, you'll have to refresh this page in order for Closebot to pull in all those custom fields. So let's go back in here and see if, there you go, auto field updates. So that's what we wanted. Let's come in here and look for a property type. We are going to skip this objective if complete. Title, it's going to be property type. Determine if lead name is interested in residential or commercial cleaning. I'll say services. And we're going to leave max attempts off and sensitivity default here. Awesome. Next objective here is we're going to look for the type of service. And we're going to say determine which cleaning service at lead name is interested in. Now, the last objective that I just created, property type and cleaning service, can be easily confused because somebody can, it's arguable that you can arguably say that residential cleaning and commercial cleaning, those are types of cleaning services. That's not what I mean by this. So I'm going to include an extra prompt, and then I'm also going to increase the sensitivity here so that this objective doesn't get cleared by somebody just saying, I want residential cleaning. So I'm going to come back to Perplexity where we summarized the services that we created. I'm going to copy this, see if it'll paste right in. Cool. We're going to do some formatting here just so that it looks nice. These are the cleaning types, the cleaning services we provide by category. And then what I'll do is put a colon there. Maybe I'll put some little tick marks. The bot can tell this is a list. I find that formatting helps whenever prompting. I'm not self-proclaimed prompt engineer or a AI expert by any means, but this is just based on experience. And what do we got here? I know this is painful to watch me do, but if you're doing this for the first time, I think it can be helpful. Awesome. So we have the extra prompt here. It's 298 characters, a little longer than I like it to be, but we're just gonna go ahead and go with it. So we're going to skip this if it's already filled out. The reason we're doing this is maybe we have different sort of landing pages or different ways leads come in, and maybe they've already answered this question in a lead form or a landing page, but if they're coming in like off of a missed call, they just called in, all we have is their phone number, then we want to ask these questions. That's all that field does. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to bump the sensitivity up here to 65. We could test it without it, but I have a feeling that this objective and the last objective are going to conflict. So I'm just going to make sure, I want to make sure the bot asks this information if it doesn't have it. So we're going to go ahead and save that. But what do we have to do next? Bedroom and bathroom count. So let's come in here and let's say bedroom, call this bedroom count, determine how many bedrooms. Now, this can be problematic because if it's a commercial build or a commercial cleaning service, they're not necessarily going to have bedrooms. We're going to run with it for now, but I think in the future what I'm going to do, I'll show you there's a place for custom scenarios, and maybe in the custom scenarios we can give it some instruction to say if it's commercial, just skip the bedroom and bathroom count. So let's see if we can do that. Maybe we can do it live. I've never messed with it before, so we'll see. All right, determine how many bedrooms are in the home. Awesome. We're going to leave that, skip if already filled. Max attempts is empty, 50 is fine. And then on the same line, I'm also going to do the bathroom count. When you leave things on the same line here, you just let the bot choose their own adventure and ask the questions in any form. I've also seen where the bot asks both questions like, hey, how many beds and baths do you have, just to make the conversation more efficient. More than likely, it's going to ask them in separate questions, but I have seen it where it does both together. And let's come in here and say bathrooms, skip. Bathrooms. All right, just gonna modify this. It's probably not the best English there, but it's okay. We'll survive. Next thing we want to do, I think that covers all of our custom fields. Next thing we're going to do is just create standard fields for like name, phone number, and email address. Again, the chances that we already have this information, if the lead came in via a like Facebook ad or our website, we probably already have it. But in the event that we don't, we want the bot to ask this information. So let's go ahead and create standard fields for name. And the cool thing about the standard fields, at least name, phone number, and email, there's already a prompt there. I find that's good enough. We leave everything default. On the same line, we're going to do email and then phone. Now, I don't know if I skipped this objective. There you go. Skip if already filled out. Phone is good. Skip if already filled out. Awesome. Save. Now, if you wanted this to be asked in a particular order, then you wouldn't keep these on the same in the same column or row, whatever, as I do. You wouldn't keep them all in the same priority 4 column. You would move it around. So last thing we need to do is create a booking objective. So if we search booking here and we come back to our calendar and copy this, we just paste it there. It should find it, but let's see. We'll save first. So we want to book a, I'm just going to say book a cleaning appointment with lead name. We'll leave it at that. Save. Save. Let's see if it found our calendar. Yeah, there you go. Demo cleaning calendar. Awesome. So at this point, the bot should be complete. All that's left to do is to go into 𝐓𝐢𝐿evel and do the automation workflow. So let's come in here and see if we can add the automation workflow. The amazing thing about Closebot is like there's no complex workflows. There's literally one workflow to make this entire bot work. It's pretty amazing. Everything else Closebot handles on the back end. So what we're going to do is let's create a folder here to stay organized, call it bot. And then we're going to create a workflow from scratch and we'll call it bot. The trigger is going to be customer replied. So any reply channel, whenever the customer replies, the bot's going to know about it. At least it's going to be sent the message. Now, if the contact has the tag AI off, then the bot's not going to be activated, but at least the bot has context of the conversation. So we want every message to be sent to Closebot. I forgot how to do it. So if I come here to integrate and click on setup instructions here, there's pretty simple setup instructions showing you exactly how to add the one workflow with one workflow action, which is pretty sweet. Here it's going through customer replied, and then we need to add a webhook. And I'm going to copy this because we need this. If you were running a white label version, you don't want your clients to know you're using Closebot, you can use this Amazon AWS link. They both do the same thing. There's no additional configuration that's needed. I'm just going to go ahead and copy the Closebot link here because I don't care. And we're going to add a webhook post to Closebot, publish this, and save it. And at this point, if we start talking to the bot via live chat or Facebook Messenger or whatever, the bot should be active and responding. We have it integrated. We have our workflow created. It's good to go. But for the purposes of the demo, we are going to create a live chat widget just to demo it. So I like to demo via the chat widget because you don't need a phone number to do it. You don't need to connect a Facebook account. It's just simple to do. So we're going to go ahead and create a live chat widget. Excuse me. And what I like to do here is mess with this title and intro. So in the intro, I'm just going to say, hey, how can I help you with cleaning services? Something like that. We'll rename this demo cleaning demo. Now, the reason I did that is because I just wanted to change this initial message. When I do this demo, whether it's via a screen recording or it's on Zoom, I just want it to be as personalized as possible, but we're not going to go crazy with it either. So let's go ahead and save that. And then we're going to get the code and copy this code. Now, I'm going to show you a simple way to do it, but I do make some aesthetic changes using this code block here. And I'm going to copy this code in here. I'm going to show you why and how I use it later, but yeah, we'll leave that there. We'll come back for this. But that's going to be helpful in essentially moving the chat widget from the bottom right-hand corner to like the center of the screen so that I can just demo it nicer. So technically I can demo it at the bottom right-hand corner, but just for aesthetics and if I'm pre-recording something, it just looks better if it's in the center screen. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Let's go back and let's create a funnel. We're just going to create a blank page where we can add this chat widget. Let's do cleaning demo. And then we're going to add a new step. We'll call this cleaning demo as well. And then create from blank. Technically, I don't even know if we need to add a section. We can just come into, I think we do need to add a section. But if you come to live chat or chat widget, you can select the cleaning demo. That's the chat widget we just created, and click save. And then I wonder what happens if we pop this open. Yeah, we need to add a section of some sort. So let's create a section. See if we can just leave it blank. Preview it. So there you go. We have the chat widget here in the bottom corner, but you can see if I'm demoing this, like I have all this white space and all this screen and this little chat widget here in the bottom corner. It's inconvenient. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to embed the chat widget in a section so it pops up right here front and center. So let's go ahead and close this. We're going to go back and disable this chat widget. And hopefully Whimsical didn't do some sort of funny formatting here when I copied and pasted. And I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to add a row, single column, and then I'm going to add an element, which is a code block. Edit the code block and just paste our code there. That should work. Let's see. Save and preview. Awesome. So there you go. That's what I mean by it just looking nicer there front and center when I do the demo. So let's go ahead and test it. So yeah, I need some help. That initial message is standard with the live chat. You can turn that off or change that if you wanted to, but this is actually the bot that's responding. Of course, are you looking for a cleaning service for your home or for a business space? So it's on objective 1. Let's go ahead and say home. I'm not going to throw out any curveballs or anything for the sake of the length of this video. We're already 30 minutes in or close to 30 minutes in, and so I don't want to extend it. I do want to test that custom scenario where if it is a commercial, we're not going to ask the bedroom and bathroom. I'm curious to see if that works. Great. Do you need general home cleaning, deep clean, perhaps move out cleaning? General home cleaning. I should have asked what other services do you provide there. It would have gave us an opportunity to test that additional prompt. How many bathrooms do you have in your home? So you see here it asks bathrooms first. So maybe we don't like that. Maybe we move the bedroom and the bathroom objective to 2 separate columns. If you remember here, we added these objectives in the same column. And it's weird to ask for bathrooms for some reason first. I don't know why. That seems weird, but it does. But I'm just going to go ahead and say I live in a 3-2. That should solve both objectives there, 3-2. Hopefully the AI is smart enough to know that notation is bedroom, bathroom. We'll see. There you go. It did. So it automatically solved that. It knew that 3-2 probably meant 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And we could double check that by coming into our conversation or our contacts here and seeing if it actually filled that out appropriately. Let's go in here. There you go. Bedrooms, 3-2. That's pretty sweet. All right. So name, we're going to go ahead and just say Justin Melendez. It's going to ask for some sort of admin information. I'm going to go through this entire conversation because I do want to make sure that the booking portion actually works. When we test the custom scenario here in a second, I won't go through the whole thing. Could you please provide your phone number? All right. It's not actually my phone number, so don't call that person and harass them. Yeah, I feel bad. All right. Email address. That is my actual email address. So if you want to email me, please don't spam me. But if you have a question, feel free. Great. Now we're trying to schedule. How about we schedule your cleaning for today? In reality, we wouldn't allow like same day cleanings if the company didn't, and we would fix that in the calendar settings. We would say, hey, we need at least a 12-hour notice or a 2-day notice, whatever their criteria is. But for the purpose of just demoing the booking, we'll say, yeah, let's do it at 4. And I just want to make sure that appointment actually gets created inside of HighLevel. Cool. So it says it booked it. Let's see if it did. Sometimes I've seen it where it doesn't actually book. So if we come in here, we notice we have residential cleaning. We did say it was home cleaning. We have general home cleaning for the cleaning service. We have a 3-2. And then appointments, we have an appointment. That's pretty awesome. Everything worked. Our name is saved. Our email, our phone number is saved. The whole conversation is present here. If we wanted to use these fields to send the client a notification with all the details, we can configure that inside of workflows. But for the purposes of this demo, we're just going to focus on the bot build. Now, what I am curious in doing is coming into Closebot and going to custom scenario detection. Oh, first of all, I want to come back here into the general, and okay, multi-objective handling is already turned on by default, which is awesome. And always aware AI is that context I was talking about. The AI is always going to know about the conversation. You want that, even if the bot is turned off for that client by using the AI off tag. Let's say you decide to turn it on at some point, at least Closebot will know the context of prior conversations. And then let's come in here and let's see, detect custom scenario. Now, oh, I see what we can do here. So let's say contact is saying they are interested in our commercial cleaning service. So this is cool. So here's what I think this is going to do is if it determines that they are interested in commercial service, it's actually going to add this tag. Once it reloads, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Of course, it wants to go slow while we're here doing the live demo. But it's going to add a tag. I think it's going to say something like AI custom scenario detected. And so, yeah, AI custom detected. So what we are going to do is in 𝐓𝐢𝐦𝐿evel, we're going to create a workflow that whenever that tag is added, we're actually going to go ahead and just automatically check the objectives or complete the objectives for bedroom and bathroom count because we don't actually need that. So this is pretty neat. I think it's going to work. So let's come into automations. We're going to go into bot, and then we're going to create a new workflow, start from scratch. We'll call it commercial cleaning. And then for tags, contact tag added, AI custom detected. I just like to be descriptive here. Tag added, and then we have AI custom detected. So anytime that tag is added, we're going to trigger this workflow, and then all we're going to do is update the contact field. Update goals accomplish. Oh, this is so cool. I think it's going to work. And what we're going to do is we are just going to check bedroom, bathroom count. I have some other goals in here from a prior build, so I'm just going to make sure I check all those. Cool. Awesome. Save. Now, let's make sure we publish that. And that should actually work. So we're actually going to test that and see. Let's go ahead and delete that contact that we had earlier so we can refresh the live chat page and test it. Make sure it's deleted. Cool, it's deleted. We're just gonna refresh this page. Sometimes the live chat messes up and you have to open it up in incognito mode, but I find if you delete the contact and wait for that contact to be deleted before you refresh, it works. Hey, how can I help you with cleaning service? I need services. Oh, I'm so excited if this works. It's pretty powerful. All right, great to hear from you. Are you looking for cleaning services for your home or business? I'm gonna go ahead and say business. I'm not gonna say commercial, I'm just gonna say business. See what happens. And that extra prompt that we added for the actual specific cleaning service should come into play here. Perfect. Are you interested in regular office cleaning, maintenance or a different type of business environment? Cool. What commercial cleaning services do you... I'm curious at this point if that scenario got triggered. So if we come in here, we should be able to see inside of, I believe it is Closebot. Where is it? Yeah, look, it actually happened. The tag was added, custom scenario detected. That's really powerful. Okay, really cool. For office cleaning, general business environment maintenance, which one fits you? General office cleaning. That's awesome. I just want to make sure it doesn't ask about beds and baths right now. That's great. Can I get your phone number? Cool. So it skipped those objectives. It went straight to asking the phone number. Again, if you don't like the order these are asked in, you can move these around. But I think that's it. I think at this point I have a bot that I can demo for my client. Again, this is incredibly powerful. I currently sell these bots to companies for anywhere between $297 to $497 a month, to include a build out fee of initial $500 to $3,000, just depending on the complexity. This one I'll probably charge somewhere around $1,000 to build. But think about it. This is incredibly powerful for you as the agency owner or as the side hustle, whatever you consider yourself, because it's recurring revenue. It's every single month. But it's even more valuable to the person who owns the business, because now they have a tool, an AI assistant in their company that's going to be working for them 24/7. Takes no bathroom breaks. They don't have to pay them $18 an hour and deal with their sick children and all that stuff. So this is very powerful and very valuable technology. Hopefully you got value out of this video. If you like it, please like it, comment, subscribe. It really helps us. And if you're doing this for the first time and you're new to Closebot, click the link below, support the channel, get a free Closebot account, and do this and follow step by step. For me, it helps to be visual. It helps to be hands-on. You're probably the same way if you're sitting here on YouTube watching this. And yeah, have a nice day. Till next time.